Ooh. Whoops. Daddy ran into the door. Uh-oh, was right. Daddy ran into the door. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. What's up, everyone? I think that's scary. Hey, come see Daddy. It's okay. Daddy just ran into the door. It's okay, baby. Hey, listen, Daddy just. You're gonna see Miss Gayla on Friday. That just scared him. I ran into the door and so it just slammed shut. Hey, this is Dad's show. Home Depot. Never heard of it. What's up, everybody?
Hey, baby.
Hey, baby.
Elmo.
Good morning and welcome to Morning Scone, presented by, as you'll see in the post now, Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Brock, that's right. Can you say Brock?
Brock.
Very good. So it's Morning Scone presented by Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. And they're our friends over there. They have taken care of Daddy lots of times. Lots of times. You're going to see Miss Gayla on Friday. And then Mama will take you to Home Depot. But today's Wednesday, and Wednesday is Home Day. Good morning, everybody. Thomas, Dale, Chapman, Stephen, Miller, Boyce, Yarbo, Derek, Thomas, Jody, Anthony, Moscona. What's up, Pops? Trampus Butler, good morning.
Pops.
It is what?
Bout.
What?
Bout.
Vouch? What? Bounce? What you're saying right now isn't making sense. It's like you're not even speaking English.
Big bat.
Big block? Trampus, Brian, Ashcraft, good morning. Tyler Hales. What's up, Michael Moscona? Good morning, cuz.
Elmo.
Hey, baby. They love when you said, hey, baby. Elmo, what? You and Elmo's on in the other room.
Okay.
So, again, shout out to Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Brock, new sponsor of Morning Scone. Great people and very excited about the partnership. Of course, they got their main location on Bluebonnet in Baton Rouge. If you cross Perkins going toward Highland, it's on the right. Miss Gayla. They got every subspecialty. I had a severe strain of my Achilles. Went there. They did the MRI there. Fitted me for the walking boot there. I've had a severe neck injury. Saw Dr. Faraci there. Drew, they have orthopedics. Drew goes there. Pediatric orthopedics, I should say. Drew goes there and sees Dr. Brad Collada. And of course, you've heard me talk about the Baton Rouge General and the Mako robot. Well, Dr. Jared Bro, one of the doctors, he's a Brock doctor as well. So they have a great partnership with the Baton Rouge General. So awesome people, and very, very excited to have the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Brock, as a sponsor here on Morning Scone. So y'all get hurt and get well. Go see our friends over at Brock. All right, let's see. So LSU, Texas A&M tonight. I love LSU in this matchup. A&M is not good at all. Also, no coffee, smoothie. I don't know if y'all have ever seen my smoothie. I don't know if Morning Scone has ever seen my smoothie. So I've made a smoothie for breakfast every day. Well, there have been some exceptions. Out of town, even sometimes when I've gone out of town, I've made my smoothie, brought it with me. But since like 2015, so I'm going on 4 years, I've been making smoothies. The Nutra Ninja that I bought is like the best investment I ever made. Anyway, so new workout regimen. Doing a Transform 20 with Sean T, part Beachbody, company that did P90X back in the day. But they do have new P90Xs as well. But anyway, 20 minutes at home, so I'm getting it. Schedule gets crazy. It's been tough for me to get to the gym enough days of the week for it to make a difference. So Transform 20 minutes a day, 6 days a week, 6 weeks. See how it goes, y'all. I'm excited about it. So did that. So this is my post-workout smoothie. So let's see. Matthew Rogelio, good morning. Tyler Hales, good morning. Shelby Kelly, what y'all got this morning? Ronnie Duga, good morning. Y'all saw Kentucky last night absolutely destroyed Vanderbilt. So Vanderbilt and A&M are in the running for worst team in the league for sure. But this is a good opportunity for LSU, man. You're 6-0. You're going to play probably the worst team in the league tonight. You have to go on the road. And yes, A&M just beat Kansas State, but they still can't score. I think they scored 65 in that game, or maybe it was like 55, 63, something like that. They can't score. LSU goes there with some defensive intensity. They should be fine and out-athlete this team. They should be able to win easily, move to 7-0. Aunt Mary, good morning. Hey, Mark, good morning. Adrian Smith, Travis Jenkins, good morning. Leroy Blanchard, Chuck Sanchez, Craig Schilling, Sean Pumphrey, good morning, everybody. Boyer DeReese, good morning. Stephen Miller. Another slippery pothole at Texas A&M tonight. Hopefully go over there, get the win. First undefeated January since 1981. 81 ended well. That was LSU's first Final Four team under Dale Brown. Let's see. Drew, use your words, baby. Drew. Oh, Robert just lost a puzzle. That's what happened. This is the one puzzle he loses. Did they get it right? Hey, you're going to see Miss Gayla on Friday.
Wait.
Hey, on Friday, we are gonna go see Miss Gayla and then Mama who says psst, and takes you to Home Depot. That's right. That's a fact. That's a fact. That's the thing that happens IRL. All right. Let's see. Tyler Hales may have to give Brock a chance. I stay a mess doing strongman stuff. You know what, Tyler? Like, no lie. The reason that my body is so broken down right now, like the reason that at 36 I have neck and back and feet and knee issues. Marathons. Marathon. Marathon. That's why. Lullaby show. It is a great accomplishment. It's great to have a goal or train for something. It destroyed me. Miss Gayla. On Friday, you'll see Miss Gayla. Glad you're in a good mood this morning, Drew, because everybody watches for you, as I've learned. Sorry about the shaky cameo. Ashes, ashes. We all fall down. Right? Hey, Drew. Hey, Drew. I have a question for you. When Mimi comes over later, where is Mimi gonna take you? Abilities. And who are you gonna see at Abilities? Margaret. And who else? Miss Sarah. And who else? Emily. And she'll sing frogs for you. Yep. Got him. I'll show him about them filters. How about that? Never heard of it. Robert Grimion, Trivia Carter. What's up, Seth Smiley? Good morning, Josh Long. This is a morning scone first. This? The smoothie? Probably so. Michael Browning, good morning. Scott, you sure injured a lot for someone that sits down and talks all day. No, seriously though, Scott. And hey, whoa. Are you blocking people?
Hi.
You have a filter on.
That's
Dad's show is right. Okay. Yep, he got me. Not mad about it. Robert's on the other room, dude. Let's see. You know what though, Scott? It's true, man. Like, marathons, man, that did me in. It's the training, man. The training is what does you in. It's so, to run that many miles, it's unnatural. Turn that off. It's unnatural.
to run that many miles. And for a guy my size to take that kind of like physical pounding, it messed up my feet, my knees, my back, the compression, just everything messed me up, man. That's why I love doing yoga. I love yoga Pilates. But for me, it's been really tough, especially since I started the Locked On podcast. It's been really tough for me to get there more than 1 or 2 days a week. And I got to do more. I just got to do more. So the 20 minutes with Transform 20. Cheese. Dad.car. 20 minutes is super intense. I mean, it's hard, but if it's 20 minutes, I can do 20 minutes. Miss Gayla. You'll see Miss Gayla on Friday. Let's see, Dusty, you said we would kill Missouri. That was a scary game. Hope you're right about A&M. Dusty, I didn't say they would kill Missouri. You need to, let's roll back the tape, okay? Because LSU was only a 5-point favorite in that game. So there's a difference between me saying Missouri is an awful team, which is true. They're dead last in the SEC in scoring, dead last in rebounding, one of the worst shot blocking teams in the country. They're a dreadful team. Missouri is a very bad basketball team. And they were without their best three-point shooter. We know that by now. They're not good. I did not say LSU would kill them. In spite of all that, they were still LSU was just a 5-point favorite in that game, and they covered. But we talked about avoiding the bad loss. That was the whole thing. Just go, be intense, take care of your business, and avoid the bad loss. I'll say the same thing tonight. A&M is a very bad team. They scored 43 points on their home floor last week. That's bad. That's awful, as a matter of fact. So A&M's not good. They struggle to score. They don't stop people. Their best player was Admon Gilder, and he's done for the year. They're not good. I mean, they're not good. But it's basketball, and there's a randomness in college basketball. And some nights you go out there and it's not your night. Shots don't fall. I mean, how many times the other night against Missouri when LSU kept jacking up threes, it was Missouri in the 2-3 zone, and they'd sag off, and you'd have a shooter wide open at the top of the key, and LSU's taking open threes and just missing them. I mean, some nights they don't fall. But if LSU goes in there tonight and is defensively intense and disrupts passing lanes, they'll force A&M into turnovers. They'll get transition buckets, and they'll win this game. And they should. But you got to go take care of your business. You just can't be lazy. Let's see, James Tyrone, good morning. Don Lee Jolibois, good morning. Listening to Golick Jr. thinks the commissioner didn't owe an immediate explanation on the blown call. Thoughts? The only thing that I can think on that, Casey, is that producers on that show have asked them to argue different sides, which I can tell you does happen. And it's for the conversation's sake. So I don't know how that transpired. So without having the full context, it's hard for me to say. But there is something to be said for someone just being on a lonely island just to go against the grain. And if that's true, that's what that feels like. I mean, regardless of a football standpoint or competitive standpoint or any of that stuff, just from a PR standpoint, everything that's happened over the last 10 days, all of the hullabaloo around this blown call, detracting and distracting from the Super Bowl, all of that could have been avoided with a 3-sentence statement from the NFL on Sunday night after the championship games or first thing Monday morning. Easy. Done. It's over. Quick statement. Done. Something to the effect of, there was a missed call. We understand that in real time the officials have a very difficult job to do. In this instance, we feel like they missed this call. It's unfortunate, but the result of the game will stand. As we do every year, our competition committee will look at ways to tweak rules to best serve our players, coaches, and fans. That's it. Acknowledgement, recognition that something was missed, and a commitment to no chance the game's going to be replayed, and commitment to get it right later. 4 sentences, done. Done. And now, here we are 4 days before the Super Bowl. Roger Goodell's going to meet the media today, I think at 10 a.m. or noon. And all anybody's going to ask him about is this blown call. Because he's an idiot. Anyway. Greg Anding looked for a surprise roster addition to LSU Baseball this weekend. So, Greg, Old becomes new, eh? How about that? And that's and yes, Greg's right, and good for that kid. Shelby Kelly was looking at the LSU analytics, Twitter, and most of the top exit velos by newcomers this week. Yeah, that's a good. I think it's like LSU baseball data is the name of the Twitter accounts. They're really good Twitter accounts. They're talking about the exit velocities off, if he hits several guards that had the best. Yeah, Shelby, you don't have to apologize for that. That's very telling how fast a ball comes off somebody's bat. Dykeman always was monstrous in that. It's very telling. He would hit 500-foot home runs, 480-foot home runs. Ken Conrad, good morning. Irfan Sayad, good morning. Josh Long. Robert lost one puzzle in that game. It was, I think, a toss-up, and some lady won $1,000. Or maybe, no, it wasn't a toss-up. He tried to guess it and missed, and then the next lady got it without getting any letters right, and so she just got like $1,000. Scott Ennis, what's up, Scotty? Angela De Gravel, good morning, Angela. Alex Roboleski, what do you think basketball record will be at the end of the year? So, I thought they had a great chance to start 7-1 in conference play and finish 12-6. Auburn is not as good as I thought they were. And so Mississippi State lost at Alabama. That game, I'm telling you, that game at Alabama late in the season scares me. Remember that. But if they start 8-0, I'd probably adjust it to 13-5. And if they go 13-5 in the league, that should be plenty good enough to get them on the 5 line or better. Nick Torina, good morning. David Childers, good morning. Scotty Ennis doing a Scooby-Doo. I can hear your voice doing it, Scott. Let's see. Tyler Hales, the struggle is real. Using your body to compete is brutal. It is. What's up, little Scone? Dress jacket is fire. Oh, that must have been when he hit the, I'm just getting to the, when he had the filter on. Big one by the Pelicans. How about that, Chris Keller? Goes to show you, man, even when you have a roster that's not great, but you're full of pros, I mean, everybody gets paid, right? I mean, they're all professional basketball players. Without 5 of their top 6 players, they still went out and won last night against Houston. James Harden sounded ticked after that game. Again, shout out Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They're tagged in this post. If y'all would like their page, click that link, like their page. That's a big help. And if you got any aches and pains, they have every subspecialty. So y'all go see our friends, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, Bluebonnet. Remember, they've got their Livingston location as well. So take I-12. If you live out in Livingston, you know where it is. But if you take I-12, you exit walk, 12 East, you exit Walker, you go to the right. It's about a half mile on the right. Awesome peeps. So you don't have to come, if you're out in Livingston Parish, you don't have to come all the way into Baton Rouge to go to Brock. You can go to the Livingston location. Let's see. Ooh, wait. Missed one. Sorry. Who is that? Jamie. Morning, Matt and Drew. When you started Morning Scone, did you ever see Drew playing such a prominent starring role? No. When I started Morning Scone, we're on episode 309 today. 309 consecutive days we've done this show. So I love the community we built. By the way, hit share. If you haven't done it yet, hit share. Hit the share button. I forgot to tell you that. So when we first started it, my intention was to build up a YouTube channel. And so I would record the video on my phone, just me talking, and then upload it to YouTube. And that became really cumbersome, and our numbers are really low and all that stuff. And I would close my office doors, and I didn't want Drew to come in here. So there were times when I'd be 6, 7, 8 minutes in. And the other thing too is the video would cap you at 10 minutes, 11 minutes. Anything more than that, it wouldn't upload. So it was a pain. Logistically, it was a pain. And so there's times I'd be 7, 8 minutes into the video, and then Drew would come and be outside my doors crying. I'd be like, so I had to start over. So that got very frustrating. Finally got to the point where I was like, you know what? Forget it. I just opened the doors and let him come in. And I started doing Facebook Live because at the time it was Boudreaux's. Darren with Boudreaux's was like, hey, can I sponsor that? I was like, yeah. And my objective was to build a YouTube channel because if you get to if you get a verified YouTube page, you can set for monetization where you can get pre-rolls, and you run a 10-second pre-roll, and you can get paid off of that. And my thought was like, I'll probably never have a viral video. I'll never have a video that has 1 million views, but could I do 1,000 pieces of content in a year that get 1,000 views? I'm like, I can do that, and then you could have a nice supplemental income with that. But when Darren approached me, I was like, well, if he's going to pay me to do this, I want to get him an audience and get returns. So I brought it over to Facebook, where I knew I already had a sizable following on my page, and so we did it. It's just continued to go. Robert, can you believe it? Oh, did Robert already win? Oh, yep, Robert already won. Sorry. Okay, let's go back and watch it again. Okay. Where's Robert? There he is. Big nerd. Robert, the big nerd. So anyway, yeah, so that's when we started doing the Facebook Live, and it just became functionally easier because I just do the Facebook Live and hit post, and then it publishes. I do strip this video and upload it to YouTube still, so people that prefer to watch on YouTube that don't have Facebook can. Miss Gayla. Are you going to see Miss Gayla tomorrow?
Gayla.
Friday, I mean. Gayla. Fired up. But more and more, all of you kept saying that you liked seeing Drew, and so now I just realized that my sports talk is kind of ancillary, but I just want to see Drew, which is cool with me. Hey, Libby, good morning. Sarah Broussard. Kenneth LeBlanc, good morning. Yes, Dusty, the filters are there, so wow, I'm way behind here. Eusebio, good morning. Scotty, I'm eating a cheeseburger while you talk about this health stuff. Hey, Scotty, do you, man. Get you your cheeseburger and your milkshake and all that stuff. I got to lock in, though, man. Charlie Cavell, Matt Boyles, good morning. Stephen Miller, LSU -6 tonight at A&M. That feels about right. I mean, if they were -5.5 against Missouri, this feels about right. Being that big of a road favorite, as surprising as it is. But go take care of business. They should cover it. Stephen Miller, yeah, A&M followed that game by scoring 48 in the first half at Florida, and then they wet the bed down the stretch. They gave up like a 13-point second half lead. Elevator. Aw, he said, me. Who is that? Who is that? Good morning. Hey, morning. Good morning. Not good morning. Good morning. All right. Charlie Cavell, funny story. I used to host the Billy Kennedy show when he was the head coach at Centenary an eon ago. It's come a long way for sure. Let's see. Just saw a pic where Acme Oyster House in Metairie is advertising fried zebra as an appetizer. You're going to see Miss Gayla on Friday. Woo! I like all those promotions. It's fine with me. Johnny Lombardi, what's up? Dusty, the NFL hasn't let Goodell be outspoken all year. Goodell is just a chicken bleep commissioner. Oh, you heard me say chicken? But it's true. So he works at the luxury of the owners. He is basically a mouthpiece for the owners. That's basically what he is. He's a figurehead. But so is Adam Silver. But Adam Silver, clap hands for Daddy comes home. Clap hands for Miss Gayla. Miss Gayla. Miss Gayla. You putting your feet up on Daddy's desk? The itsy bitsy spider. Huh? What? Eyelash. Miss Gayla. Clap clap hands for Miss Gayla. Miss Gayla
Dada
is
car.
really
Dada
fun. Clap hands for Dada's car.
Magella.
Clap hands for Miss Gayla. Miss Gayla is really fun. Okay, he's off again. Here he goes. He got Robert. Let's see. Tommy Aver, Justin Beard. Hey, Aunt Nancy. Good morning. Julio Mendez. Good morning. Ken Conrad. Does Edwards have to transfer to get another year of eligibility? Good question. The answer is no, but Will Wade essentially said on his coaching show, so Darrell Edwards will seek a medical hardship to get a sixth year. He'll probably get it. He should qualify based on all the criteria, but Will Wade isn't going to have a spot for him based on how he's building his roster. So they weren't anticipating having Darrell Edwards back. So now that he wants to come back, Will Wade has to make a decision. Do you not take a younger player who might give you more value, or to bring back the older? It's a crappy situation. It sucks. But he'll get a 6 year and get to go play somewhere else. But he does not have to transfer. They just don't have a spot for him. Let's see. Wow. Johnny Lombardi. Good morning, Matt. Tuning in from Chicago. It's negative 50 this morning. So I'd like to take this opportunity to point out, Johnny, that there are a lot of people who say, I'd rather be cold than hot, because when you're cold, you can always just put on more layers. Those are people that have never experienced what Johnny is talking about. Like, cold that is so bitter that it burns. It like you walk outside and it hurts to be outside. That's what it's like when you get into like single digits and negative temps, then negative 50. When I was in South Bend, we got negative 30 wind chill. I don't think we ever had an air temperature of negative 50, but we did get into like the negative 20s, negative 30s wind chill. You know, like single digit temps, or like the temperature was 0 and the wind chill got to like negative 20, negative 30.
Puppy.
Puppy.
Mommy.
Mommy.
Walk.
Walk. Puppy, mommy, walk. Okay. Tom Granite, good morning.
No.
No what? No what?
Mimi, car.
Well, you're going to go in Mimi's car in a little while?
Magella.
Well, not today. Now listen, I have to tell you something. Okay, today is Hump Day, and you're gonna go see Margaret and Miss Sarah at Abilities, and then tomorrow you're gonna go back to Abilities and see Miss Margaret, and then Friday you'll go see Miss Gayla.
Magella.
Miss Gayla. On Friday, you'll go see Miss Gayla. Okay, I love you. Can you say I love you, Daddy?
Mimi, car.
No, that sounded like Mimi Carr. Can you say I love you, Daddy? Maybe one day.
Masala.
Miss Sarah. You are going to see Miss Sarah today. Can you say I love you, Daddy?
Mimi. Mimi.
Mimi.
Daddy.
Daddy. I'll settle for Daddy.
Mimi, Papa.
Mimi Papa Truck.
No.
I love you. I love you. I love you. Even if you can't say it back, I still love you. I love you.
Home Depot.
Home Depot. Okay. Is Robert going to go win, that big nerd?
Come on, guys.
Good Morgan. Good Morgan. Good Morgan. Stephen Miller, what scares me about LSU finishing on 5 line is 12 seed almost always pulls the upset. Yeah, but then that could be 1 12 seed. What about the other 3? Let's take care of your business, you know what I mean? I'm more thinking, and look, you'd rather be a 5 playing a 12 than a 6 playing an 11. Or, you know. For me, it's more about the second game. Like, when LSU was in the 8-9 game against Butler, the year they won the SEC under Trent Johnson, was that 08, 09? When they beat Butler in the 8-9 game, and their reward was, you get to play the number 1 seed in North Carolina. and they shot the ball really well and gave him a hell of a run. But Carolina was too good. They won the national title that year. I want to avoid that game in the second round. That's what I want to avoid, because that for me is the bigger pitfall than the opening round game. Okafor is becoming a big player. He was awesome last night, 27 points. That was odd. For a guy who was so dominant as year at Duke, becomes a super high draft pick, to feel like he was on the verge of being out of the league, was odd. I didn't see Okafor being such a non-factor early in his career, and maybe it was just a situation in Philly where they had Embiid and they had bigs, where he just kind of phased out. But he's got a skill set where you're that big and you can be that effective around the basket, man. There's got to be value there. And maybe they found that. Maybe they're tapping into that. Maybe it's just not a necessity, but it feels like they're tapping. And if nothing else, the value they're getting, what's he on, like $1.5 million deal? I think they got him next year for like $1.6 million, $1.7 million. I mean, that's a steal if he plays this way. Carlos Brown, the franchise? Ryan Broussard, Brandon Webb, Brian Myers, what's up? Charles Moranto, is it 8:15? It's 8:10. All right, we're gonna move up here a little bit, moving along. My apologies, did not get to Locked On podcast yesterday. Went up to work, and then I got cornered in 3 different meetings, and then it was like, I got to go do the Riot podcast, and it was like, I got to prep for AFR, and so I didn't get to it. But we're gonna wrap this up shortly, so I can shower, get there, so I can do Locked On. I have oh gosh, I got to do Feinswag show at 10:45. And I got a lunch meeting. Okay, I got to get going. All right, let's see. Again, big shout out, Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic, new sponsor of Morning Scone. They are tagged in this post. Please click on their page and like it. That's a huge help. And if you got aches and pains, they have every subspecialty. If it's your neck that hurts, if it's your shoulders, your back, your knees, your hips, your feet, your ankle. And me, I had a severely strained Achilles, had to get in a walking boot, went over to Brock, saw Dr. Faraci. That was Chip Bankston. They could do it all in-house, did my MRI there. They have the little clinic right when you walk into the right where you can get fitted for like your braces or your crutches or whatever. So they can do it all right there at the Blue Bonnet location. So it's 8080 Blue Bonnet, but that's like if you cross Perkins going toward Highland, it's on the right. Appreciate Brock, Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They also sponsor Handoff Hester with Jacob Hester at the end of AFR. Let's see, Stephen Miller, Big Daddy Kane on majority this morning at 8:15. Interested to hear the updates. A few practices in. Indeed. Nolan Kane's awesome, man. And remember Kristen Kane, his wife, played softball at LSU. Their kids are going to be stud athletes. All right, Everett email. Good morning, Carl the Cat. Good morning. Let's see. Can we replace T-Bob with Terrio for the companion show? Not a bad idea. I'll consider it. Tyler Smith, thoughts on Joe Brady? Tyler, Monday's AFR and Monday's Locked on LSU podcast, I went extensive into that. And because I've done that several times, I'll go ahead and skip over that right now just for time's sake. But if you go back and listen to Monday's AFR in the second segment of the show, hour 1, or Monday's Locked on LSU podcast, I go deep into that. Ella Dale Dixon Revere. My son got me started watching your show for LSU updates, but Drew stole my heart. Oh, what a blessing he is. Sunshine in the morning. Thank you, Ella. That is very, very sweet. I appreciate it. Charlie, do you think Goodell will address anything of substance? Absolutely. He's going to have to. He's going to be peppered. And it's not one of those things where you get like a handful of local media that's going to lob softballs. This is like every NFL media, like local and national writer and outlet in the country that's going to be there. They're going to pepper him. Just so where T.C. McCartney was hired by the Broncos as their quarterback coach, that's awesome. They, when Ogeron was interim in 2016, T.C. McCartney was one of the guys who really made waves. Because he was a GA at the time, and they elevated him because they had to fill out the staff and everything like that. McCartney, Eric Mateos was another, and he's now gotten a full-time job at I think Texas State or Texas Southern. Texas State, I think. Yeah, Texas State. And then Dennis Johnson, of course, got a full-time job at LSU. So, but yeah, I'm not surprised. T.C. McCartney, and then of course his grandfather was Bill McCartney, who was coach of Colorado. So there's a family tie there as well. But TC's bright. I'm not surprised at all by that. Tom, not sure if you mentioned AD fined $50,000 for demanding trade from the NBA. Talked about it yesterday on AFR when it broke. You can't publicly talk about trades. But then again, you have a guy that's going to pass on $240 million. You think he's worried about $50,000 to get his wish? And that was too hard. All right, I got to go. Drew, you want to say goodbye to everybody? I was stationed in North Dakota for 3 years, saw an air temp at negative 54. Unreal. That is Derek Bloomstein. Thank you for your service, by the way, Derek, very much. Let's see. Jeremy Lyles, what's up? You're a strong man, Matt. Much love. Thanks, Dustin. Appreciate that. Liz Lowry. Have you given a take on the Browns and their handling of Greg Williams? I thought he should have won the head coaching job at the Browns after taking an atrocious team to nearly making the playoffs. Greg Williams got a little bit of a checkered past. He is a failed head coach. That's not to say retreads can't do well. Bill Belichick's a retread after all. Robert. Sometimes you need the right situation. But my guess is you go to Baker Mayfield and you say, what are we looking at here? You know. I just don't have a great finger on the pulse of what's going on with the Cleveland Browns, quite honestly. But I thought Williams did a good job, though, no doubt. Comparing LSU to Kansas, I saw Kansas too, yeah. Sorry, guys, I'm just going fast. Do you have spinach or kale in your smoothie? I do not, Dawn. This is a berry mix with pineapples. It's got 3 different superfoods in it, hemp, chia, and cocoa nibs. It's got raw, unfiltered honey, protein, of course, plain non-fat yogurt, 1 scoop of Chobani, plain non-fat yogurt, Greek yogurt, and some natural cinnamon in there as well. Helps with digestion. So. And we're done. Mark McCarter, T-Bob needs to come clean. What happened in the 2011 championship game? Nothing, man. Nothing happened in the championship game. All right, we got to go. Will baseball's opening weekend be televised? Yes. Remember, every single LSU home baseball game on Watch ESPN. So you'll be able to watch them on demand. I don't think they're going to be on cable. I'd have to check, but they'll all be on demand. So on Watch ESPN. I got to go. Many thanks to Brock, the Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. They are tagged in this post. If you would like their page, that would be phenomenal. And if you have aches and pains and you need an orthopedic doctor, if you need an orthopedist, please go see our friends at Brock. They are awesome. The Baton Rouge Orthopedic Clinic. Y'all have an awesome day. See y'all mañana. Later.